A. Hello. You guys let me know if you can see us, because I'm going to jump over real quick to Facebook and see if I can see it, because they were having some trouble today on going live. And let's see. Anybody commenting yet? I don't see it on the page, but that doesn't mean much.
Dottie.
Hey, Dottie and Jan. Yes, this is the link. Okay, good. Cindy sees us. So if for some reason when we're done, if it's not on the group page, then I will post it to the YouTube channel so that at least it'll be there. Melina, hi, and Christy. Did we say Cindy? And Tammy. And Annette.
What is the highlight?
Yeah,
I'm
this is
excited about this. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, and actually, let's see. So see, I can actually highlight if somebody's got a good question that we want to make sure we highlight. I can pop it up there on the screen, and then you see my little logo up there at the top for my little team, Rock and PZ. Can you see it on there or no?
No, but I can see reactions and comments, and awesome. I click see all, and you can see them. So I'm technologically challenged. I'm learning stuff here.
Yeah, you got to figure it out. That's right. Hey, Teresa.
Hello, everybody.
So Melina Dwayne wants to say, why did you say, hey, ladies?
I know. Sorry.
Oh, they can't see you. Maybe that's why. Look, you're cut off in the screen. There you go.
Oh,
Dwayne's here. Right. No, come on. You got to be on over here. So yeah, Dottie sees the logo. So yeah, Be Live is it's called Be Live TV, and I think Melina is the one that introduced me to it. But it's really awesome for doing these interview type situations where you have two people on the screen.
Yeah.
And then I just looked today, and she's so cute. And then today, and it looks like you can do at least 3, if not more. So we'll have to play around with it and see what else we can come up with.
We'll have to ask Melina. She's like the guru of this social interacting stuff.
Yes, social media is her jam, right? I love it. So, okay, so it's Tuesday night, and we're so excited to be here. I feel like, you know, I always say that when we don't get together every week, it's so weird. It's like a disconnect, but every single week is a little bit too much. So hopefully this every other week is working out, and then everybody has their own team group meetings and all that. So I think it's working out okay. Hey, Bonnie and Lori. But tonight I'm really excited.
On here.
Do what?
All my favorite people are on here.
Right, I know. Well, they saw it be on, so they're like, we got to be on this. But tonight we have Krista with us, and as you guys know, Krista did post in our group and gave us the link to her fabulous Facebook parties. And so hopefully you guys have got some great questions for her. But first, I'm going to let Krista tell you a little bit about herself. And again, thank you so much. I'm so excited that you're here.
I am flattered that you asked me, really. I hate talking about myself.
But we all love you. And you know what? You're still, how long have you been a zebra?
Technically a year and a half, but I've only been actually doing anything for about 14 months-ish because I was a kidnapper, a real live kidnapper. I had no intention nor desire to do any of this.
Right. And now look at you.
Yeah, now I don't go to work every day at corporate America. And
isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it is. It's really amazing. I love it. Now I'm like, why didn't I why didn't I do this? Why didn't I click that one picture on Facebook a couple years ago? Because I thought it was a lingerie.
Oh, yeah. I've had that.
I'm kicking myself in the butt for it.
Isn't that something? But you're here now, and timing is everything, right?
Yes.
So
I started in August of 2016, but I didn't do anything until like the last week in October of 2016. So became a manager within 7 weeks, earned the trip in 2.5 months, and I was 751 points away from the trip for 2 in less than 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll never get past that. Right. I didn't know to track points. I didn't even know there was a trip. They told me at a rally that's how I found out, because they said everybody who had this many sales stand up, everybody who had this stand up, and I was the last one standing in this room full of people I didn't know.
Wow.
And so they asked me like what my sales were, that who had this many sales, who had that many sales. Well, I had surgery, and so I was off, and I had $8,000 worth of sales that January. And so when I said that, the room kind of was like, huh?
Right.
Like, oh my God. I did something wrong. But then Carrie Ann was like, wait a minute, how many points do you have? And I'm like, I don't know what points for what. And she's like, did you get an email? And I said, well, I got an email, but I don't really know what it's for. I was just doing my thing. I was just having parties. And so she had me look it up, and she told me at that rally that I had earned the trip before I knew. So that was pretty cool.
That is very cool.
And, so 7 months from the time that I started, I promoted to executive manager, and then October, 1 year, almost to the date. In fact, October 30th was my last day of work.
Wow.
Literally like 1 year to the week that I had my first party.
That is amazing.
Wow.
And all on Facebook. The whole entire thing, every single thing I've done is on Facebook parties.
I didn't know that. That's incredible. That is incredible.
Who knew? Who knew?
Right. Exactly.
We kind of perfected the way that I do them throughout those first few months, and what was working and what was not. And it's long, and it's a lot of posting, and it kind of goes against the grain of what we learn out there in the world.
Right.
But it's worked. It's really worked. So I think, so I've sponsored like 50 people last year, and I want to say truly that at least 40 of them were hostesses.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So
That's,
it works.
You must ask the right question then. When you're a hostess, you must ask good questions, or at least tell about the business enough that they are interested in jumping in.
I think that I talked to them enough in the beginning to get to know them, kind of like what Joan and all the training that we've had is teaching the same stuff that we already do. But I really think getting to know them is huge.
Yeah.
But the interacting in the party and the fun that they're having is what really, because they're like, it looks effortless to them. They're having a good time. Their friends are having a good time. They're seeing people book. They're seeing the sales come through, and they're like, well, this is easy. It's supposed to look easy to them, though.
Right.
And we talk about it, and we just keep talking. So I know more about them and their family by the time it's all said and done.
Wow.
And so I will post, hey, I got a coupon, or I will post in the party about joining the team and that, but I don't push anybody to do that. They will actually end up coming to me and bringing it up. That's what I want. That's what I want to happen. Because now they've opened it up, and now I can go at it. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. So, absolutely. You've basically given yourself the power by not like we are learning in our training that we're doing, not to beg. I mean, we have a valuable thing that we've got here. So providing the value, and then they're wanting to know more. So
yeah, really. But I think that they're coming to a place that's happy, positive, fun, and their friends are having a good time. And there's so much negativity out there. Mm-hmm. There's so horrible things going on, as we've all seen the news. Right. But it's one place that they can come, and they don't have to come at this time during the day. They can pop in whenever they feel like it, and somebody's interacting and will talk to them or play with them or interact with them. And I have found that more than anything is they just want somewhere that's happy and fun and positive. There's no negativity. There's no drama. There's no anything. And by the time that it's ready to stop, a lot of times they'll be like, I'm not ready for it to be over. Oh, well, great, then come over to my page, right? Because we can still do this on my Pink Zebra page.
Right.
So that's how I grow my customer base.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. So who on this live stream call, whatever you want to call it, has gone in and looked at all of the party and
it's a lot to look at. It's a lot to look at. it's a lot to look at.
It is a lot. It is a lot. And I'm curious if anybody's tried it yet.
I don't know who's in here now. Hi, Melina. I didn't even see who else in here. I seen Lori and Melina and a bunch of them. I've done some trainings on some.
Melina posted this too.
You can have 3 people on the screen at once. Use the talk show. Oh, yay. Nice. So you can swap people out too. See, I knew she would know the answer.
Yes, of course.
I
Absolutely.
knew. Emily Zabril says that she's using it.
Yeah, yeah.
I know that Alicia Norton is having some success with it. She tried it. Shannon Stewart tried it and she liked it. Of course, they tweak it to what they, what fits them as they should.
Sure.
And Nikki Stromecki tried it and she has had some success with it because they were kind of like the guinea pigs, so to speak. And they were like, oh my gosh, because it creates the interaction, and that's what is keeping the people interested. The minute you lose their interest, they're gone.
Right.
And they may or may not come back. But
Right.
if you're posting stuff that they want to know what's going to come next, that's the key, is to make them laugh, have a couple little games for them to play, and they will go crazy over a couple samples. It's like, okay, so guess how many marshmallows are in this bowl? You're going to win a sample pack of marshmallow and maybe mixed with a couple other things. I'm serious, just like 4 little sample packs. They go nuts. I had a pillow fight once.
Right.
For like 6 hours.
Oh my God.
I had a Scrabble game on my Pink Zebra page 2 days ago. It went for 16 hours.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. They're crazy. They're nuts. All for a couple samples of sprinkles, but that tells me that it's something that they just want to come and have fun and
interact.
Leave all the crap out there, and we're gonna go see what she's doing today. That's
I think there's a lot of validity to that. I think that people are looking for avenues to be happy and cheerful. What a great thing that you're doing. I love that. And you're making money. I mean, how awesome is that?
Yeah, I'm yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I worked for 8 years in a call center. I was a supervisor. I had my own team of people, and I was on salary, and I made okay money, but I'm making more money doing this now, and I get to stay home, and I'm not any less busy though.
No,
Somehow,
exactly.
I'm not sure how I did this when I worked. I have no idea how I did it. Now that I look back on it, I have no idea.
Right.
Because it's insane.
Yeah.
And I have SynthShare now too. I was manually posting those parties up to like 5 and 6 at a time while I worked 50 hours a week, while I had a toddler, and while I was in my master's program.
Wow.
I don't know how I did it, but you
were determined. I mean, that says a lot. You were determined.
I wasn't at first. It was just for fun. But when I realized that there was a real trip and people really did go to it, and when there really was a commission check that came to you,
right.
And when there really was all these wonderful people, and when I realized that it was all real, then I became determined. And when I crossed over to executive manager and saw the difference in the commission check, let's just call it what it is, I was like, holy crap, okay, game on.
Right.
Game on, right?
That's when it shifts. Right? When
EM is the sweet spot, for sure. Yeah. I mean, for that first major stepping stone, to me, EM was the place where I could quit work.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely.
I noticed that somebody over here asked about the link to where the party is.
Oh, let's see.
Where's the page? Cindy. I think she's talking about the page for the party.
Oh, yeah. We'll I'll bump it up when we get off the call. I'll go back to that page and bump up the post.
Oh, I missed all their comments. Should I be looking at all these comments?
Well, here, let's go back real fast. I don't know if there was any questions. I did too. I was
sorry, you guys. I'm so new to this, and I love this Be Live thing.
Isn't it?
I know. Still going live and inviting people on the screen and stuff. I told you guys I'm technologically challenged. I'm good at customer service, the customer service end of it, and the interacting with people and getting them to getting their buy-in, and I'm good at that stuff because I taught it at work.
Right.
But this technological stuff, I am like, I can't make pictures. I am a picture thief like crazy.
Yeah.
It's
That's
bad.
okay. Everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses, and we got to work with our strengths, you know? So,
And I'm a crybaby. I love you too, Lori.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a crybaby too, but it's only because I care.
And see, Melina said she'll never forget the picture of you with that sweet child. Those
and you know, I did not know Melina then, and like we were talking before we got on here, I did not know so many people in Panama. Like to engage right away with conversation. I just didn't know any, but I do remember her and her husband were taking these pictures, and this sweet little, I love her. I want to go back there and just play with her.
Oh, I know. They were all adorable.
Oh my gosh.
Cindy Posey said she needs to be friends with you, and so does Bonnie Miller.
Well, come be friends with me. Let's be friends.
Oh, cute.
Let's be friends. I can't wait.
Rally. Oh, sorry.
No, a bunch of people in here are going to Dominican too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, give us a shout out if you're going to be going to Cap Cana.
I can't wait.
I just earned it today. By the way,
congratulations!
I know. I'm so excited. We just earned the trip, honey.
Perfect.
I know. I'm so excited.
I think I earned it for 2 in December.
That's so awesome.
Wow.
That is so awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you. I'm working on the special room at this point. I got married in December, so I'm
You did.
that's our honeymoon.
Oh, that's what a perfect honeymoon.
Right. I just got to get on the airplane. I'm scared to death of the airplane, so
Dwayne can.
I'm serious. I'm scared. I'm very claustrophobic, so I couldn't even have. I had to try twice in 24 hours to get in the MRI machine 2 weeks ago, and I couldn't do it even with Valium. So they're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah. Wow. We always drink a Bloody Mary before we get on the flight. If we can. Strong vodka.
I like to.
Doesn't like to fly. I don't care for it. Dottie says that you're very helpful, which you are extremely helpful.
Oh, thank you.
Amy says, I have looked and saved the pics, but I haven't tried it yet.
I do have the link to my Cinch share that I am happy to share with people if they are on Cinch share, because it's a lot of work to upload all that. And then you can edit it and change pictures to what you want or use them. I don't mind. I had posted it in that group, and then rather than looking at the Cinch share training, then everybody wanted me to train them on Cinch share, and I just can't.
No.
There's a live video of it in the group, and it's not that long.
Yeah.
So, but if anybody wants that link, I'm happy to share it with them. And what it'll do is it'll take the whole. I hate saying script. I don't believe in scripts. Okay, but I don't know what else to call it. That whole entire script will transfer over into your Cinch share without you having to upload each one individually.
I got to do that.
I know. That I know. Past that, I know nothing about Cinch share. Melina, help.
I know. Melina taught me how to use Canva, now Cinch share. I mean, it's just crazy. She's so good at that stuff. Let's see, what else do we have? Where's the page we're talking about? We'll put that up there. Bonnie's so cute. She didn't want to exclude anybody, but listed the top ones. Let's see. Hi, Krista and Miranda and Jody and Ginger, all the way from Canada.
Nice.
Lori's $62.19 away. That's how I was this morning. I think I was $38 away, and then today
I
did it.
Doesn't somebody need stock or something?
Yeah, you'll get there, Lori. Well, she knows. She'll be there. She'll be
For
there.
sure.
Yeah. Okay, so who else? Okay, who's going? I know Melina's going. Teresa's going. Yay. Dottie. Joyce. Who else? Your Facebook page is amazing. Yes.
It's exciting. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you. I hope it helps. I know a lot of people are like, what about Facebook? And I mean, the way Jessica does it works great for her.
Right.
And the way Melina does works great for her. And the way I do it works great for me. And between the three of us, and there's Jen Jennifer Lynn Dolbo. I don't know how to pronounce everybody's name, but Jennifer Lynn also has a way she does it. And Teresa Tangen has a way she does it. But if everybody can pull what works for them,
right?
Because like for me, the hour-long one, it just didn't work for me because I couldn't get anybody to show up in that moment.
Right.
But whatever works for each person, yeah,
right.
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that I have gone back to just over the last few months doing home parties.
Yes.
Just to, I think it was for me too, but because that was what I was comfortable with.
Yes.
And and that's where I'm at, but I'm envious. I want to learn because it's funny. I was making some notes today and I was thinking, since I've been doing more home parties, it's awesome because events would take me 2 days on a weekend, plus set up on half a day Friday, and you're lugging all that stuff in, which means you had to buy all that product to take with you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of preparation.
I mean, our event people, you guys are rock stars. I don't know how you do it.
But it's crazy. And so then I'm saying, well, I love parties because it is so little to set up. And then it lasts for 2 hours. So basically all you got is your travel time. So, and I was thinking about that. And then I started listening to you and I'm thinking, okay, so I still have a lot to learn because if I could get online and do it this way, how fabulous would that be? I mean, I just love that.
It's still a lot of work because it's constant,
no doubt. But you've got 5 going on at one time. I mean, how cool is that?
Right. And SendShare allows you, on the 1st of February, I did 7 parties at once. I could have never 5 was way too much manually posting, but I did 7. 4 were productive. 3 were not so much.
Right.
But I think sales right now, I'm about, I don't know, like $10 away from hitting 4,000 right now.
Wow.
Just from the Facebook party. So that's why, like for me, I would love to be able to do the hour-long ones or the 30-minute ones. Oh my God. But I can't stop what I'm doing because it just keeps on working. So
right. Well, and we got to do what works. In fact, Deborah said she rocks the shows, and she rocks the shows. I mean, she is so good at the shows. So, I mean, that's the other thing that I was thinking about, how, we're on this big push for parties, but if you've got something that's really, really working well, don't stop doing it. I mean, if you can add some parties maybe, but don't stop doing the event, Deborah, because you rock those things. I mean, she's got wedding themes and
that's awesome.
And
I don't know how you guys do it. I am like, you guys are amazing. I have to tell you, I couldn't do events like that. I just couldn't physically do it.
Right.
I wouldn't have the patience for it. Like, I could talk to people all day long, but that carrying stuff and packing it up and putting it, you guys are amazing. So just know that. And if that's what works for you, why would you change it?
Right, exactly. And I still will always do, there's a couple of big shows that I love, and there's a couple of littler shows that, FFA shows that I'll still do because I like what they, the benefit that they go towards, or, whatever. But I'm kind of starting to figure it out that the parties they're less time consuming and I don't have to pre-purchase any product.
Right.
So I'm loving
around
that.
Here in Ohio, where I live in Ohio, I live an hour south of Cleveland and 2 hours north of Columbus. And right around where we're at, and there's like 320 some people now on my team, and there's nobody on my team doing a bunch of home parties, not because they don't want to, but because people around here won't. They just don't or won't.
Right.
They don't. I don't know what the reason is, but they just won't.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
But I would love to do home parties. That's a little bit.
They are fun, and I think that's kind of what has really encouraged me over the last several months, especially, is the fun that they've been. Although I had my first catastrophe, what was it, a week ago Sunday?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be real and tell y'all, be sure when you are doing a home party, that you check out the place you're going before you go. She was a customer of mine and had been for several months, and she wouldn't buy a whole lot at a time, but she was a customer, and she asked to do a party. And I just will say, as I drove way out there to get to her place, it was very sketchy, and I started getting very nervous. And then the party was kind of a disaster. It might have been partly because I was on edge the whole time because there was screaming and all kinds of weird. It was one of those things I left there thinking, why am I doing home parties? So, but
anymore,
yeah, I mean,
anymore what you do, you don't know. I think that around here, and we live in a decent area, but outside of our decent area, and I think that that's what's getting scary for people.
Yes,
I think that that's the problem.
Right.
Whether it be scary or what their cleanliness of the home might be, or who is in the home with.
Exactly.
And that was to push people away from home parties. I'm just saying, I think that that's the issue.
Well, and like I said, I'm just being real. I mean, I would love to say every party's fabulous and every hostess is wonderful, but this was the most, in fact, when I woke up Monday morning, I couldn't even stand up straight. My back was so, I was having spasms in my back because I guess of the stress at the party, and then I couldn't get out of there fast enough. It was like, just get me out of here. And
yeah, that's terrible.
But I mean, that's not how most of them go. But my takeaway on that is to be sure that if you don't know someone that well, check out the area that they live in, try to find out a little bit more about them, or have a neutral place at a restaurant. Yeah, something other than
BCW.
Just bad. But then I have one coming up this weekend that I can't wait for because it's out on a lake, and I know it's going to be an awesome party. So, anyway, yeah. So, but that's why I'm like, I've got to learn more about these online parties, because you can, I mean, you're in the safety of your own home, and you can just do it all right.
The first thing that you end up having to do is remove somebody from your Pink Zebra page.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is, I have only ever had to remove one person, and that's because she was being rude to my real customers, my people who actually were customers, and we don't do that on my page.
No tolerance. Absolutely.
No, I think the Facebook pages or parties are all about relationships and building those relationships, and that's what turns into, because people are like, how do I grow my team? How do I grow my customer base? How do I do these things?
Right.
Well, you can do all of those on one party. You're going to invite them to your page. Why wouldn't you invite them to your page?
Right.
Why wouldn't you invite them to book a party? You know, and then I kind of give my hostess that bingo board. I keep calling it a tic-tac-toe board, and I feel so stupid. I keep laughing at myself. Do you know how many times I have called it a tic-tac-toe board? It's a bingo board. Thank you very much, Dottie. It was like 4:00 in the morning, and her and I were talking. She said, "You know that's it." I'm like, "Oh my God, you're right."
Right.
3,000 times. And to Mr. Tom Gaines, I have called it a tic-tac-toe board. Yes, I did that. But if I give them that, it gives them sense of direction and a job to do. And while they're doing that job, they're booking my parties for me. They're giving me free advertisement on social media platform of some sort. Right. They are, they're trying to reach $500 in sales, so they're actually trying. Right. I think I'll give them a free warmer, or I'll put a box of stuff. They hit $500, book me 3 parties, do my free marketing and all that. What do they want? I'll give it to them. Yeah. Right. So that really, really has helped. I haven't had a hard time booking parties for months now because of that one thing, because they want the free stuff. And let's be honest, look at how we acted over those pink tumblers.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Everybody went crazy.
Right.
It's the human race. They want something for free on top of the free and half off stuff, and on top of that, and the samples. Right. Sending out the samples has been huge.
I love that.
Game changer.
Right.
And that awesome. Makes them want to know more. So.
Right. All right. Let's see what everybody's saying here. I got lost track when I started talking about that home party. Luckily, like I said, it was only that one time that it happened, but let's see. Bonnie said vendor events are tiring because she has to drive quite a ways to get to hers.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
So you guys are rock stars because I could not do that.
It is,
I would do it, but it's not something I long for.
right.
I'll go. You guys all set it up. I'll come talk all day long, but I don't want to do that other stuff.
Exactly. Now, I still have this thing. I want to do I really want to do an event where we're up on like a little platform and have the little microphone, that you can actually see.
Yeah.
And that we're standing up there doing demonstrations every few
minutes. Now that would be cool.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
That would be super cool.
We went to a vendor show a couple of years ago, and there was a person from a TV thing. I don't know what she was selling, but she would just get up there and start talking and everybody, we all just stood there because she had a microphone and she was, up there just as live as she could be. It was the funniest thing, but ever since then, I'm like, one day
that would be cool. That would be kind of like being at Reunion.
Yeah.
Showing everything. Yeah, that's super cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, that I could do.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun? So Gina says, I have 4 going on now, adding 3 tomorrow. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Gina loves events as well. Hard work, but she loves it, Deborah said. Only 3 home parties in a year. Everything has been events for me. Cool. Deborah says, I'm trying to start doing parties, but I have shows too, not as many as I want. Yeah. Well, and that's kind of how I feel like I've transitioned over the last year into more parties and a few less. I'm very picky about the events I do now. I just want to know, because I did a big event. I think I shared this on one of the calls last year, but I did a big event. It was supposed to be 200,000 people.
Oh my God.
And it was 20,000. Or 2,000. No, it was supposed to be 20,000 and it was 2,000 that came to the doors. And I got a hotel room. I had 2 other consultants come with me. I mean, and they all wanted free stuff. Nobody wanted to buy anything. It was ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, I'm very picky about the shows I do.
Yeah, I don't blame you. See, that kind of stuff right there would drive me crazy. I can't. Yeah, I can deal with the flopper of a Facebook party. And that's
right. Yeah, it's like no sweat, right?
Yeah.
So Jody says, I live in a small town, hard to find hosts because everyone knows everyone, which is also the beauty of Facebook because it doesn't have to be from your town. I mean, right?
It doesn't. And everybody so you have a party on Facebook who invites the cousin from here and the brother's wife from here. And now I have people on my team from 10 different states because of this Facebook party. For Florida, for some reason, is really active with Ohio. Go figure, because of the snowbirds that go back and forth. Sure. So they're from all over. I have really good customers from Las Vegas and Utah and Texas, and I don't. They're not. How do I say this? They're my Facebook friends now.
Right.
And I know several of them quite well, just because they're consistent customers. But just through these parties on Facebook.
Yeah. So I love that. Emily says she's been to a few sketchy parties. Yeah, it was bad. Danielle's had some sketchy party places too. Gina says do a walkthrough beforehand. I probably should have done that. I should have driven out to the house, but it was about almost an hour drive. So. Okay, so what does Tracy say here? I just did a mystery host party on Facebook. It worked for me, and everyone wants me to do it monthly. Nice. Everyone places an order. Then I draw a name, and there you go. Yes. $550 party. Easy peasy.
Mystery hostess parties are amazing, especially in months like December. Because I had a wedding coming, I did my parties to start at the very end of November, so they would catch the Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff. And they ended like the second week of December because my wedding was like the day before New Year's Eve.
Right.
So I did stop what I was doing, but what I did instead that second full week was mystery host parties. But we had an incentive that month to hit 4 $250 parties. Was that December?
Yep.
I think it was December. There was some type of incentive, and so what I did was each party had to get to that was when the reduced hostess
Oh, wait, was that December or January? It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Well, each party had to get to 300 because at 250 you got the VIP box. That's what December was.
Yeah.
And so I stopped each one at 300 so that they could get their hostess rewards and the VIP box, and I could get my parties in. And I had 5.
Wow.
5 of them because I started it over when they hit that. We started a new one so that I had 5 different mystery hostess get rewards without. So that's how I did that. They love that stuff.
Yeah, that's so smart. So yeah, good job, Tracy. That's good. I love that. And then Ginger says, and then they will have something to follow for sure. Yes.
Yeah. And it's fun.
Yeah. With your samples, do you send out a book with it or just a little blurb?
Only to the hostess. And for the hostess, I'll send a catalog, the shop join host pamphlet, my business card. I used to send the fundraiser paper, but we don't have that, you know. And I do send about 12 to 15 samples of different things and then I'm going to coach her. Listen to this part. I'm going to coach her to show people, take them to work, share them with the family at dinner, have them with them. Usually they start burning them, but that's okay because if they love them, they're going to share that excitement with their friends and stuff. So worst thing I'm out is that envelope, a catalog, and a couple of samples, and but that's the worst thing. The best thing is if they start handing them to people and get them in the party. So the hostess is the only one that gets a catalog unless somebody specifically requests it, but I put the virtual catalog on the party. So I don't send out a ton of catalogs, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I do not send out, and I only send one to the hostess because they're not going to do much with them.
Right.
And I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on catalogs just for them to be thrown in the trash can.
Exactly. Now, when you do the little prizes and you have the little samples that they can win, do you send a note with that or anything, or just send that with your card? Or
you guys would be shocked. I am really bad about writing. I know we're supposed to make it personal, but I make it personal like this. I don't write notes. I probably should, honestly. Probably should.
If you're communicating with them quite a bit, it's probably okay. I just was curious, and I think she was probably wondering that too when Ginger.
Well, when I send the first day one, I will offer samples, and I will send them out immediately. And then all the games throughout the next few days, I will just write it on a piece of pen. I'm old school. I'm old, so I'm old school. Pen and paper. And I write down who wins what, and then at the end, then I mail those prizes out, because in Facebook parties, you'll find that a lot of the same people are playing the games. And if one person wins this game today, and they win another game the next day, I'm not going to mail
good point.
multiple days of the envelopes out to the same person.
Right.
And I let them know we set an expectation. As long as you set an expectation, they're good with it. And I'll say all the stuff that you win will be shipped out within 5 days. And that's by the end of the party. And so that's the way I keep track of it. I literally write it down on paper. And at the end, I whoever won anything, I take it to the post office and send it on its way. Because they already got their initial samples if they requested them.
Right. That makes sense. Deborah said she has 6 huge shows and 4 small ones each year. She does do some bridal ones too, which are pretty cool. And then Jenny says, my Facebook parties have been flopped, so I'm excited to try your script.
What do we call that? I don't. A lot of people say, what is your?
Maybe it's just a guide.
One thing that people ask a lot is, what script do you send your hostess to send to her people? There isn't one. I want her to just ask them, hey, do you want to come to this party? All I need them to do is say yes.
Right.
And get them in the party. I'll do the rest.
Right.
So, exactly. And if they feel like it's some weird scripted thing, I know when I get those, it's a total turnoff. It's like, okay, so you sent this same thing to 25 people. I know you did, because read it. Just say, hey, I'm having a pink zebra party. Do you want in? And I'll probably say yes. But
right. Exactly. I took a package to mail the other day for my bridal show goodies and new girl at the post office. I said, wow, something smells awesome. Business cards, no sample. Ah, shame on you for not having your samples. There you go.
It happens, right?
Yeah, it definitely does. I've gotten really good about carrying my bag. Michelle Heard, when she talks about carrying her bags in everywhere she goes,
Right.
I'm like, so I have my pink bag now that I carry with me everywhere I go. Let's see, I bring my samples wherever, right? 65 women at work. I love it. Sharon is here. Hi, Sharon. Maybe we should call it our go-to book, not a script. There you go. Our little go-to. Perfect. Wow. Well, that's some awesome information. And so can I ask, if you don't mind, on average, do you try to, do you do a lot of mystery hostesses or no? Do you usually have a hostess?
I usually have a hostess, but if I don't, I think December I did a lot. And then sometime in the summer, I'm going to say about 3 or 4 months out of the year, I'm doing mystery hostess.
Well, and what I love about that is that if you don't have a hostess,
yeah,
it's kind of like I always tell everybody, well, if I can't get a home party, I just do a party at my house and I invite people. And I have a lot of people that'll say, I can't come, but please invite me next time. So they kind of expect me to do it. So it's kind of the same thing. You're providing the same thing. You're just doing it online. And I mean, how awesome is that?
Well, and I'm also, when I do mystery hostess parties, I do them right on my page. I don't put it into a separate event or a separate group. I run my Pink Zebra group like a party. And so all these people that are in this group already know about our product.
Right.
So I won't post near as much of the posts about this is soaks, this is sprinkles, this is that. We'll just like have a party. Like, here's the deal of the day, and did you know, and here a lot and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of recipes. It's almost like if they see enough recipes with the actual picture of the sprinkles mixed. There's something about seeing these pictures that mentally clicks, and they got to have it.
Isn't that funny?
It's so interesting because if anybody's on my Pink Zebra page, a lot of consultants are, because they just ask, can I watch and can I see what you're doing? Sure, I don't care, as long as we don't do the tacky thing of commenting or trying to win my contests or trying to steal my customers.
Right.
I've been very lucky. I've not had that happen yet. And I probably have 200 consultants on my page. So I've been very lucky that way. But I will post a recipe, but I'll also mix it here and take a picture of it. I have thousands of pictures of mixes on my phone, and I'll post it, and I'll describe what it smells like to them, and what it reminds me of, or oh my gosh, I didn't. I do that all the time. And then like today, I posted one because tomorrow is what are those donut-y things with cinnamon and sticky bun. It's National Sticky Bun Day. Right. And so we made a recipe that could be similar to one. And so I posted a picture of it and said, if you can guess what is in this, there's 5 cents. If you can guess what's in it, then I'll, send you a sample, and here's a hint. And I'll give them a hint, and they just go crazy over this.
Wow, that is cool.
Guess forever. For a sample. I'll send samples all day long because it keeps them going, and it keeps my page algorithm just
I can imagine.
Continuous.
So you said this is a Zebra group that you have. So is it a group that you've kind of like a VIP group, but it's your
So I have my personal Facebook page, which I literally do barely any Pink Zebra on, and for obvious reasons. Well, I think obvious. It's just people, if they want to hear about your Pink Zebra, they will be on your Pink Zebra page. And I have a Pink Zebra group page, and I have a business page that I do not use. I created this business page because that's what we were told to do. And for me, it is not warm. It is not fuzzy. It is not fun. It's not interactive. And I have tried it. I have boosted things. I have gotten nothing out of it for me. But on my regular old group page, I mean, they're crazy, and they're sprinkle crazy in there. They'll come and they're posting pictures of the stuff they mix. Now I got mixologists all day long on my Pink Zebra page. They're nuts.
That's awesome.
It's a good crazy, but.
Do you leave it open to where people can just request to join it, or
they can request to join? I had it private for a long time because I just didn't, I didn't know. Yeah. And then I made it public though. You still have to request to join because there's just some people out in that world I don't want in there.
Sure.
I mean, it just is what it is. And not Pink Zebra people, just
no. I know exactly
life things, and but making it public didn't change anything. I have not noticed any difference in making it public, if that means anything to anybody.
But can people share with somebody else, or do they just add them to the page?
Well, it's a group, so they can add them, but I still have to approve them.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, perfect.
Right. I still have some control, over it. And I did once have a couple other direct sales people from another place get in there and invite their friends and try to get me, and I caught them.
Good for you.
Because my customers are so loyal to this point that when they see something or hear, they're like telling me.
Exactly.
It's fantastic. I'm like, go you. Do you need some samples?
Right. You don't have to worry about it because they got you.
Yeah, it's kind of that way. So that's pretty cool. But when I change it over to public, I have not noticed a difference. Where I get my people from are from these parties, and they'll come over because they want to continue the interaction. Every once in a while, I'll be like, hey, if you want to invite all your friends. I've done it 3 times in the past, 15 months. I'll give away a free jar. I'll randomly pick a free jar. And so we get some new influx that way. But I do tell them, don't just add them. Ask them first.
Right.
Whether they do or not, I don't know.
Right.
I'll try it every once in a while. I don't want them sharing my page. I don't need them to share my link because I think that's kind of tacky myself.
Well, that's kind of where I was trying to put it in perspective in my head.
I'll tell them. You can ask your friends to say, hey, I'm part of this group and I'm having a good time, and she does games and stuff. Can I add you? And then I'll do a giveaway that way. I don't do it often though, because the parties have just been influxing.
Sure.
I'm sure people have really big groups out there, but for me, it's almost like 1,400 or something like that.
I know.
In a short amount of time though. Within the year. So for me, I'm excited about that.
Right.
Just by
I love that. I love that idea. I mean, I have a little VIP group, but I like this idea because it sounds like you just you open it up for so much more potential.
1,200, almost 1,300. I just looked it up. No, I definitely want them to come. And the people that are coming over from the parties already, they're coming because they like what they've seen. Some way. Or maybe they got a sample and they couldn't buy right then. Or maybe they got a sample and they just weren't ready. Right. But if I can get them over to my page, at some point they're going to see enough, or they're going to get their taxes, or they're going to have extra money in their paycheck, or and then they're going to buy, or maybe they'll host a party because they see, because my people will post the things that they got for hostess rewards. They'll be like, look at my box and look at this. And I'm like, you guys are awesome. You're like totally doing my job for me.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And that's where, when you said that, like, if you get a coupon code, you can post it in that group. Hey, I've got one. Anybody's interested.
And I've had many wasted too.
Well, sure.
I've had many coupons wasted, but I don't push people to host, and I don't push people to join.
Right.
I won't do it because it's not quality.
Right. Exactly.
But I have misjudged several people in the past year about who was going to be a good hostess. I've misjudged people that I really thought were going to just be really bad were fantastic.
Isn't that something?
And that's like, was it not Joan? What was No, it was Joan, wasn't it, who said that when she did training, she said that she judged a girl and then the girl had joined later on.
Yes.
Yeah, I listened to that because I've judged a couple of people, and you can't judge.
Right.
Because had I really paid attention to what my thoughts were, I mean, this one hostess was almost $1,000 party. She joined the team. She was driving stuff around to her friends.
Wow.
She was doing a home party, mini home parties, and they were all getting back on the Facebook party, and it was crazy. It was
wow. Wow, wow, wow.
So don't judge. You just never know.
Right. I was going to go back here. I saw a couple of things. Hi, Lacey. Susan.
Lacey.
I know, I love Lacey. I always take a picture of my sprinkles change in my pots and the cartons with the pictures, and always have several want to order either.
Yeah. It's something about seeing the actual sprinkles. To me, sprinkles, and I think I say sprinkles are our superpower. I believe that for me, that's my seller, is our sprinkles. There's something about seeing them actually mix, not just the jars and the cartons are cute and it's drawing, but to constantly see different recipes mixed. And if I only post these recipes this week, there's 1,200 people on the page, maybe only 100 like that kind. I have to continually post different kinds to make sure that I'm hitting all the different. I post them all the time. I bet you in my party I post over 100 recipes in my party. Wow. And then I'm serious, but I'll group them together. But people love them. That's what puts them over the edge of buying.
Right. And then you keep them in albums. So when they do want to go back, when they have an opportunity to look, you've got it all organized for them too, right? Didn't you say
training?
Yeah.
In training, there is an album of pictures that is not in order.
Oh, okay. So
I couldn't keep it in order.
No, that's fine. But you don't keep an album for your group of customers. Okay. You just randomly put them out there. Okay.
I don't know how to make albums.
No, that's okay. I
just learned how to make an album. I know you guys are going to think I'm nuts because I do all this. And I the technological stuff, I did learn how to make an album when I made the group training. Yeah. But on my page, if you just hit photos, all the photos I've ever posted are there.
This is what I love about you and listening to this, is because Melina, you're awesome and fabulous, but you intimidate me with all of this knowledge that you have.
I want a weekend with you. I know. I would love to have a weekend alone with you.
I know. Well, and I had a few hours alone with her, and she taught me so much. And so, and I love all that, and I wish I had that kind of. But then hearing you say, "I just do this and this and this," and it's kind of old school. What that does to me is say, "Okay, so you're not old. I'm old." I'm not old. So, but what that tells me is I can take the little bit that I've learned, but I can still do this and be really good at it, because you don't have to have the technology and all that other stuff to go along with it. It helps, no doubt. That learning Canva and being able to create my own little graphic.
It's to make pictures that look like an 8th grader didn't make them.
But that's okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm loving this because there's not a sense of, oh, it's not going to be good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Melina, I intimidate a lot of people with my awesomeness. I'm not intimidated, Melina. I am begging you. I need you. I'm so awesome. Than both of you. Stop it.
She's so awesome.
The other thing is that my team, oh my God, I don't know what I'd do without my team, is amazing. Like, all I have to do is say, anybody have this? And there's 3 people like making a new picture out of it. I'm like, oh, they're awesome. So I have that same relationship with them.
Right. Absolutely.
As I do with my customers. And that makes a huge, huge difference. I know we're talking about Facebook parties, but I also see a lot of people talk about, how do I get through to my team?
Oh, yeah.
And I have this, we do the same, it's the same thing, only I'm not trying to sell product to them.
Right. But you're connecting with them.
Nurturing them. But they have to, everybody got to quit beating themselves up. They have to want it.
Absolutely.
They have to want to do it. And we all want it so bad that we can't understand and wrap our heads around why don't they want it? It's just not going to be for every single person, and it doesn't mean we suck.
Right.
It just means that they don't want it like we do, and we can't make them.
Right.
We can make a healthy, positive, fun environment for them the best that we can and the best that we have time for, but we can't force them to do anything, because at the end of the day, it's still their business.
It is absolutely their business.
And they have to run their business the way that they want to run it, and you can guide and try and
hold. I mean, it all becomes.
I've done it all.
I know.
I have done it all.
Me too.
But you can't.
And you're absolutely right. We get into this phase where we want it so bad for them because we see the potential.
I know, right? I'm like, 1 year, spend 1 year, just do it for 1 year, do this.
Right.
But the thing is not everybody is going to have the energy. They're not time. I can't listen to people say I don't have time, because trust me, I did not have time.
Right.
I had no time, and I still found a way to do it. And so time to me doesn't work. It's just not an excuse that I will accept.
Right.
But maybe they don't have the energy. Maybe they have life stuff going on that they don't want to tell you. Maybe, I don't know. There's just so much that can happen. But I just want to say 1 year, just take 1 year and you can be home to take care of that. Do 1 year, go so quick, especially at our age, my age. 1 year is like gone.
It is so fast.
So you lose a little bit of sleep. So you lose a couple hours with the family, which you will, because you're running a business.
Right. Absolutely.
This is part of it.
But if you can if you can focus in and hone in and try to give it as much as you can give it for a period of time, it will pay off. And I mean, just like the systems, like you've gotten these systems down now. So even if you had to take a couple of weeks off because of something that came up, your business is still going to continue to roll because you've put these things in place.
Right.
And that's what I think people just try a little bit here and try a little bit there. And then they go, well, it's not working. I don't understand why it's not working. And I'm frustrated. And it's like, well, just keep asking and keep trying and keep putting things into place. And is your phone blowing up?
Well, we just got an email.
We did?
Yeah.
Is it a bad one?
No, it's a good one.
You gotta tell us. Now I'm curious. What is it?
Hold on. See, I'm gonna get all emotional.
Oh no, why?
Hold on, let me make sure which email it is. I've lost my.
Is it the about the rallies?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That's going to be an awesome.
Except for yes. So yeah.
Why are you so
emotional about this stuff?
I love it.
I'm sorry. I do this every time.
Okay. Because you're leading, is that why you're emotional?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get
it. Thank you, Lori. So I guess I'm going to Michigan.
Yay!
Right now, right?
That is awesome.
Why am I such a baby? Oh my God. It's exciting. It's exciting. It's very flattering and it's exciting and
okay.
Oh, that's right. Melina said, Melina, you're not gonna want to talk business in Dominican. We're partying. We're celebrating.
You know what though? Melina likes talking about this stuff. She actually does like it. So
I like to talk business too. So as long as I don't cry the whole time.
It's okay. It's okay. Believe me. This is actually the first time that I will have ever missed a rally since we first did the first makeshift rally. I'm actually going to miss it because I had it on my calendar in May, and my mother and dad they've been married 60 years this year. And
my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. But they scheduled a trip, and when they came out with the new date, I'm like, I I can't do that to because I know if I said to my mom, hey, I've got this, she'd be like, oh, no.
Oh, you can't replace the 60-year anniversary.
Exactly. Hey, you're going to make me cry now.
I know, I'm sorry. It is, I'm like the crybaby of Pink Zebra. I know we all cry. And congratulations to everybody who, I mean, I know already who's on the list. And congratulations to you all, because I think it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
To me, it's a big deal. Very flattering that they trust us enough to, you know, lead the Z's. I think it's a big deal. And look at me. Oh my God. So it's very flattering to me, and I think a lot of it. And now, like, I got to do one in October, and I got to do this catalog reveal in January, which was, oh my God, amazing. But this is the first time they'll actually be sent out of state.
That's so cool.
Wow. I know, it's exciting. So,
but you're right, and it's a big deal, and that means they do trust us. And
yeah,
I mean, you're going to be fabulous. There's no doubt.
So I hope so.
Fabulous.
It's partying. I can talk about parties all day long. Who wants to talk about parties? Let's do it. I know,
right?
At the end of the day, these parties, in my opinion, and that's why I made it very clear, it's all my opinion, because there's so many good other ways, so many good ideas and so many good ways. But I think that we all have the same core values about hostess coaching is critical. You cannot be afraid of your hostess. Everybody's afraid of their hostess. They're afraid to be real with them. They're afraid to talk to them because they might run away. Right. They're not going to be good hostesses if that's going to happen anyway. We all think that building relationships, from what I've gathered, building the relationships is huge. If you don't build a relationship with these people, you don't have anything. The goal is to grow your customer base, grow your team, and make money. There are things that are required in order for people to want to be part of what you're doing and to give you their money.
Right.
So I think that Jen and Jessica and Melina and myself, we do it differently, but the cores are there.
Right.
The cores are there.
I would agree with that.
I really, like, I can't imagine us all in the same room trying to put all of them together and making one. That would be incredible. Can you imagine?
That would be incredible. I know, right? Maybe that'll happen. Maybe home office will decide that needs to happen.
Yeah, we have to take a week, and we have to be somewhere warm with drinks,
sunshine. Well, and drinks just makes it that much easier to talk all about it. So here I have to post this here. Bonnie said, I hear Melina likes karaoke and drinks with umbrellas.
Uh-oh.
Does. She loves that karaoke. You can catch her dancing in her car, too.
You can do all this singing, I'll drink.
There you go. I love it. Well, it's a little after 7, and I always try to kind of keep it right at an hour, but this has just been so valuable. I mean, I've learned so much. So I really, truly appreciate you doing all of this for everybody and just being so willing to share with everybody. That's just amazing.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't understand not sharing.
Right.
I don't. It's not in my wheelhouse, and it'd be different if we all lived in Canton, Ohio, and we were all competing for the same customers. But we're not. I mean, maybe we cross paths. I've actually crossed paths in parties with 2 consultants that were a cousin or something of one of my hostesses, and I mean, we did the right mature, thing. There was no all that junk noise. I think that's what you guys are referring to as noise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm assuming. It's not, it's just, I don't deal well with that stuff. So to me, not sharing is stupid. And not sharing, if we can help each other's teams be successful, why would we not help each other? Like, all of us throw out which each one of us are good at. There's lots of stuff I'm not good at. I just happen to be good at Facebook parties.
Right.
But if we could all share that stuff, imagine how much more successful the whole company would be.
Absolutely.
Instead of being secretive about it, there's 50,000 of us. You think somebody else doesn't know that secret?
Exactly.
Somebody knows it. It's just not that critical.
Right.
We're all being successful. Why not help other people be successful? It will ultimately come back around and affect our teams in a positive way, somehow, some way.
I totally agree. 100%.
So that's my thought process. And I got nothing to hide. Who wants to have a Facebook party? Let's do it.
I know, right? That's so awesome. I just love it.
Rather people, I really don't like talking about myself, but I know that telling numbers and telling, what commission checks are, and I know that stuff is important because I wanted to know it before it happened to me. Like, what really is it? Like, how much are you really, like, where is that kind of stuff? But it's important for people to see that it is possible, is the end result. They need to know that it's real, and they need to know that it's possible.
Right. And I think it's real important too, like when you first said that executive manager was when it clicked as far as your paycheck, because same thing happened with me. And so if you're struggling and you've been a manager for a while, and you don't give up, because when that thing clicks, you're going to be like, oh, hallelujah. I mean, it's so
worth it. But I was too new to not, and because I didn't do anything in the beginning to meet people, or I didn't know this was going to happen.
Right.
I wasn't comfortable enough asking anybody, like, so when do you make enough money? Like, where I would have worked a whole lot quicker to hit EM. I could have quit my job in May. 7 months in, when I hit EM, I could have quit my job, but I needed to see it continue for a little bit more. Because I didn't believe it was real still. It was like, how is this happening? So I needed it to see it continue happening, and that's why I made it to October before I quit. But EM, depending on what lifestyle you live, EM is comfortable, because if you hit EM, there's enough people under you, and the income is there. If you have a solid foundation, that's the key.
That is key.
It's way better not to rush into it, because when people fall apart and you're not getting paid EM, that hasn't happened to me yet. Fingers crossed.
Right.
But a solid foundation for EM, when you hit it, that's the magic number for me. Yeah. I make more money doing this now as EM than I did at my salaried corporate America job after 8 years. So, thank you. It's not a bragging thing. I just want people to know it's so possible. It's so possible.
Absolutely.
You do it quickly. And I know you're trying to get off, and I talk too much. I'll talk all night about this stuff. But when I was able to do this full time that January, it's just put it in perspective. I wasn't working that January that I made $8,000 in sales. I was able to work Pink Zebra full time.
Right. That was a big difference.
So when you are able to quit your job and you are able to put it all in, it does make a big difference. It just does, somehow, some way. But I am not any less busy. I'll say that.
No, I guarantee you that for sure. But it's a little bit more manageable when you don't have that full-time corporate job along with it. I know that for a fact too. So absolutely.
All right. I don't want to keep you guys on
Let me just make sure nobody else. I don't know. Growth Canada hit 1,000. That's a big deal. That's pretty awesome.
I'm so excited about Canada. Way to go, Canada. I don't have anybody on my team from Canada yet, but I'm like, I just want to drive up to Canada. It's exciting.
I know. It's
exciting.
It's very exciting. And then we'll be going someplace else here in the next couple of years, I'm sure. So
I can't wait. And it'll just kind of like spread out even more. And it's just, there's big things happening. I mean, you cannot deny that the product is quality.
Right.
You just can't deny that piece. So if this is what you're into, and a lot of people are into the wax and the candle and the smell good and they're just crazy over it right now.
Right.
Over it. Yeah. So being able to mix them is just huge. Yeah. That's what I get a lot of sales on, is being able to, the mixology part of it.
Right. No, people love that. They do. They love that. No doubt.
So.
Okay, well, we will let you go. Thank you so much. And sorry, honey, I didn't really.
I'm here.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
So
I'll
we'll
see you guys in Dominican, and everybody has to come and have a drink with Ryan and I and celebrate for a minute. I just got to get on the airplane. That's
You'll get on the airplane. You'll get on the airplane, and then we'll celebrate with you guys.
Yes, we will.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For having me.
You bet. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.